Okay, so welcome class to Dimensional Analysis. I know my Monday, Tuesday kids have gotten used to it. I know we've been working on the percent error and sig figs and things like that. So today I want to cover dimensional analysis. So by doing this, I want to create a way that we can convert factors. So soon you're going to be dealing with such large numbers that it's going to be something totally different than what you're used to. And when we get to that point in chemistry, it's a lot tougher to do it without this simple way of doing it. So we're going to teach how to set up each thing that I want you to set up. So in this case, how many miles will a person run in a 10-kilometer race? So when I look at this, I put in my known 10 kilometers, and I'm trying to get to miles. So I start out with knowing. Now remember, if I want to get to something, I want to cancel out what I start with. So I have to put my miles on top and my kilometers on bottom. So for every, let's go to our conversion sheet. If we look and we see that for every kilometer it is 0.621 miles. So 0.621 for every one, we can cancel out the kilometers. So that means in this case we are going to multiply 10 times 0.621, and the simplest way to do that, you don't even need a calculator for this particular one because you just move the decimal place over since it's 10. So it's 6.21 miles is how far this person ran a race. Now what I want to do is I want to go over a few of these. So let's go over our second example. So there are 10,000 gallons of water. How many cubic meters is this? So I take my 10,000 gallons and I'm trying to get to cubic meters. So I start with, remember, my cubic meters go on top. If I'm trying to get there, I look and it says 264, so 264.2 gallons for every 1 cubic meter. So all I have to do is get rid of my gallons, and now I will divide this particular problem. So I take my 10,000 gallons, divide by 264.2, and my answer is 37.85. So 37.9 meters cubed. So that's what my answer is. So my goal is to always get to whatever I'm looking for and start with whatever my given is. Now remember, if we can get there, we always want to cancel out our first sign. So whether it's kilometers, grams, kilograms, anything like that, that's what we're looking for. I want to go ahead and do, let's do, we're going to do one of the extended ones. Let's go ahead and do, for our last problem one, let's go ahead and do yards. So let's do number 15. Number 15 is Zach's weather station measured about 0.8 yards of rain. How many centimeters is this? So I put down my given 0.8 yards, and I'm trying to get to centimeters. Now we need to look up our conversions. So according to this, we know that 1 yard equals about 3 feet. So 1 yard equals 3 feet. Now we know that there are 12, so 1 foot equals 12 inches. And we see that in an inch, there is about 2.54 centimeters. So 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. Alright, so we are given this. That means we need to start with what? So we're trying to get rid of 1 yard, and we're going to turn that into feet. So 3 feet to start. Moving into inches, because we want to get to centimeters, and we don't know how many centimeters exactly are in a foot, but we see, according to our conversion chart, that there are 2.5 centimeters in every inch. So we're going to take our 1 foot, because we want to get rid of our foot, so we'll be able to cross it out, in 12 inches. And now we want to get rid of our inches. So we put our inches on the bottom. 1 inch, there are 2.54 centimeters in 1 inch. So that means, we'll mark this out, we need to figure out our thing from here. So we can get rid of our yards, we can get rid of our feet, we can get rid of our inches, and now we just have to do math. And now in this particular one, there is no division, because if you divide by 1, you just get your answer. So what we're going to do is now we will take our multiplication. So 0.8 times 3 times 12 times 2.54 equals about 73. So 73.2 centimeters of rain. I hope that makes sense. Let's do one more, because I want to do a multi-step one. So that was easy to get to where we wanted to go. So now let's do a cost of saffron. So saffron costs $368.00 for every ounce. And we want to see how many total grams we can get for $15. So we have to start out with finding how much it costs per gram. That makes sense? So we're going to do grams on bottom and ounces on top. Now we need to look over here and see how many grams are per ounce. Uh-oh, we don't have that on here, so we don't see how many exact grams there are per ounce. But we do see how many kilograms, or how many grams are in a kilogram, and how many ounces are in a pound. And we also see how many pounds are in a kilogram. So we don't need to start with ounces and grams. We need to go with pounds first. So we see that there are 16 pounds, or 16 ounces in 1 pound. We see that there are 2.2 pounds in 1 kilogram. And we see that there are 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. So this will give us our dollars per ounce, or dollars per gram. So let's do this first and see what we get. So we take our 16 times 2.2 divided by 1,000, and that is how many grams that we have per pound. But that doesn't tell anything because we're just trying to find out how many dollars it is per that. So we see that it is 0.035, and we're going to multiply this number by our $368. And so that gives us about $12.95 for every gram. So we see that we get to $12.95 per gram. Now, what we need to do is we need to divide that by our $15 to see how much we have. So we take our 15 divided by 12.95, and we get our answer of 1.16. So we're going to take this divided by that per gram, and we get an answer of 1.16 grams is our total. You see how we went there? And that's how we ended. Alright, so now that is our answer for number 17. If you have any other trouble, I will post the link to Mr. Darmany's video as well. So if you'd like to watch that instead of mine, you're more than welcome. I just want to make sure that you are understanding this as best as possible. So please shoot me an email if you're having trouble, and we will try to do as well as we can. All right. Have a good day.